Good afternoon, guys. It's Miss Hamilton. I was able to get my cursive notebook from our classroom, so I thought we could start practicing some cursive while you're at home. I have my jazz music playing in the background like we used to have while we were writing together. I'm sorry if you hear Daphne breathing loudly in the background. He wanted to be in the video. So here's some of our pages that we did before. And you can see after we practiced the letter, we did a few different words that start with that letter. And this is when we were doing uppercase. And eventually we started working on sentences. Now, after we had already mastered all of our uppercase letters, what we started doing were sentences that we made every word start with an uppercase letter. Well, we all know that that's not how you really write in real life. So what I want to practice now are some sentences that you would actually write if you were to write a paper or something like that, something that you would turn in real life. So I want to start with questions. So of course they're going to end in what punctuation mark? Exactly, a question mark. I'm gonna assume you said question mark. So they're all gonna end in a question mark. And they will start with an uppercase letter, but only the first word will start with an uppercase letter. So I have 7 questions that I want us to practice. Remember, the first letter is gonna be capitalized. Everything else is gonna be lowercase. We only pick up our pencils off of the paper for letters that absolutely require it. If it does not require that we pick up our pencil to start a new part of the letter, it stays on the paper and gets connected to the next letter, okay? Some of the letters that we start with are going to be a little different. Some of the uppercase letters do connect to the rest of the word. Some of them don't. So the first sentence that I want to start with, straighten it up for you guys, is, have you seen it? So whenever you ask it as a question, have you seen it? And remember, it goes up at the end whenever it has a question mark. So the H for have you seen it is a candy cane letter. So we're going to start with a candy cane. Now remember, this is the part we kept getting stuck on with our capital H's. We start our second line, we go down, straight back up the line, and loop to make our connecting line. H-A, hump to make our V, but remember our V has a point at the end, so we're gonna have a point into our loop for an E. Have, loop for the Y. Remember on the O, we come around and stop. Remember the big stop sign for pencil P? Y, O, U, have you. Lowercase cursive S, remember it's a little boat. We start at the bottom line, curve, come up to a point, make a little hump. Loops for our E's, short loops, seen, and our N has 2 humps, not like our M, which has 3. Seen, and this next word has a T in it. Remember, you don't cross your T until you're done with the word. So we have this is the first letter we learned, I, T, then we come back and dot our I, cross our T, and then question mark. Easy peasy. Question number 2. What are these? I almost said those, but no, these. So another candy cane letter, W, rounded with a point. Loop for our H, what? Now that we're done, we can go back and cross our T. What are Loop for the E. And I know y'all could hear Daphne breathing now. I'm so sorry. What are... I'm going to leave my T there for a while until I'm done. Because once I'm done, I can go back and cross that T. What are these? Question mark. And remember, if you need to pause it while you're doing this, you can totally pause it. So you can practice and then press play when you're ready for the next one. If I'm going too fast. I just don't want the video to be too long. Question number 3. How did they get it? So another H with the candy cane. Straight down. Come back up the line. Loop. How did they, then cross your T, get it? That is one of the longest sentences we have ever done. There are a lot of short words, but it's a pretty long sentence. So don't stress out. I know some of you are probably looking at the video like I'm crazy. Don't stress out. You can always pause it, rewind it, try it again. I'm giving you 7 of them, but these are to do all week long. You are not in a rush to finish these. You can do 1 a day if you want to. Sentence number 4. May I go first? Another candy cane letter. Remember, uppercase M does only have 2 humps. It's just like a regular M. But it comes all the way down in the middle. Can we see how it comes all the way down to touch the blue line at the bottom? May. Now that I, because it's... Daphne, stop. Now because it's by itself, remember this is the only letter that every time it's alone we capitalize it. This is our letter with the boat and a loop. Easy peasy, just like a L that starts with a boat. May I stop, come back around, loop, go. And my favorite lowercase letter, F. We start at the bottom blue line, come up and loop, straight down, then come and loop back up on the right side to touch. F-I-R-S-T. Then you can come back and dot and cross. May I go first? Question mark. Number 5. Can you see? Capital C, A, 2 humps for N, can. You, point. Our little boat for S. 2 loops, C, question mark. That one shouldn't be too bad for you. Number 6. I have, what did they say? Oh, I'm sorry. I have 8 sentences, y'all. 8 instead of 7. So number 6, what did they say? That is a sentence. All of these we will say at some point. But that's one that I feel like we would use pretty regularly in class. What did they say? What did he say? What did she say? What did Miss Hamilton say? This is a good question to learn how to write. What did they say? So just like that W, candy cane, round, point, loop, hump for H, what? Remember, cursive Ds are very similar to the print. Come back and dot my I. What did T-H-E-Y, they. Say, question mark. My say is a little goofy on that one. Well, here, I'll erase it to make it look a little better. What did they? That's a little better. What did they say? Number 7. When did they go? Another uppercase W. Just because these are questions, you see a lot of W's and H's, like who starts with the W, what starts with the W, when, where, why, how starts with an H. So you'll see lots of W's and H's whenever we're doing questions. Our sentences, when did they go? W-H-E-N, did they, that was a little fast. Stop, come back around, loop, go, question mark. And the last one, 8, I have, how do you know? Or if you're maybe talking to a friend, how do you know? How did you know that? This is a sentence that we would say quite often as well. Candy cane H, come straight down, come across. Oops, almost connected it. Round, round, point, how, stop, come around and loop, how do you, oh, we haven't done K yet, so watch carefully. It's very similar to the H. Come up and loop, back down, looks just like a H so far. Except we're gonna come up, make a tiny loop, almost kind of like that first line that you have on a K, and then make our second line that we have on a K. 2 humps are in, stop, O, W, question mark. Okie dokie. That's it for today. I'm gonna post another video in just a few minutes of the next chapter in Toothless Wonder. Let me know, leave comments if you have any questions, and I'll answer them in the comments. I will do this once a week so that we can practice a few different sentences once a week, and then maybe we can move on to actual writing prompts where I'll have you write me maybe a little personal narrative. Maybe you can tell me what you've done this week, or anything fun that's happened to you on spring break or anything like that. And you can write it for me in cursive, but that'll be in the future. So again, comment if you have any questions. I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you again. I hope you're having a good day. And go back in. I don't have very many comments for the chapter in Toothless Wonder that I just read. So I want to know what you guys think. So go back to that one and leave me a little comment. Thanks.